That sucked. There it is. Football is back, baby. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, I'm a little bit bummed out after that game against the Buffalo Bills. That was ugly, like straight up. It started out so fun. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. It's like, holy shit, no defense is being played today. And then we faltered, and the Bills did not. All credit to the Buffalo Bills who showed up and absolutely balled out. Not having Connor Williams sucked at the beginning of the day. When I saw Connor Williams wasn't playing, I was like, ooh, we're in trouble. And then Deshaun Elliott, starting safety, out, and Jalen Phillips already ruled out. We were missing guys, but there's no excuse, right? No excuses in this one. We got beat. We got beat handily. The Bills were the better team today, for sure. But there's something that we're going to talk about because I've already seen it all over social media. This is, first of all, I'd like to say hello to all of the Tua haters. Welcome out of your fucking caves. I haven't seen you guys in 3 weeks. It's really good to see you all. You probably need a haircut because you haven't left home in a while. Brush the chip crumbs out of your beard. You guys are really embarrassing, and all immediately jumping up. Tua sucks. Tua's bad. Told you all. Tua's bad. Where were you last week when he threw for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns? Or in week 1 when he threw for 470 yards and 3 touchdowns? Where have you been? It's good to see you again. Really missed you fucking people. Skip Bayless. Oh, the Tua MVP season. Glad that's over. It's like, oh, timeout. I've got some stats for you. Patrick Mahomes last year. Let's look at a couple of his games, shall we? Last year against Seattle, at home against Seattle, Patrick Mahomes, 16 for 28, 224 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tua put up 282, a touchdown interception today. So a little better. No interception for Patrick Mahomes, I guess. But Patrick Mahomes was at home in that game. He still won MVP. At Cincinnati, Patrick Mahomes, 16 for 27, 223 yards, 1 touchdown. Loss at Cincinnati. He still won MVP, though. He only threw for 220 yards and 1 touchdown. What? And what about this one? This one's weird. 20 for 35 for 262 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception at Indianapolis. At the Colts, who finished with the 4th worst record in football last year. And Patrick Mahomes still managed to win the MVP. My God, you guys are so sad, so sorry to immediately jump on Tua in this game when the defense gave up 48 points to the Buffalo Bills. Why are we not picking on the defense? Rightfully so. They deserve it. They couldn't stop a fucking nosebleed today. But we're going to talk about Tua's performance. Of course we are. Because you haters for Tua just cannot help yourselves. You just can't help yourself. Oh my God, you guys get off to Tua having a rough game. His QBR was 55.3, which is still technically above average. Average is 50. His passer rating was still 92.8. He didn't have a bad game. He was sacked 4 times. Our starting center was out. Our starting left tackle went out before the half. Again, I'm not making any excuses for us, but Tua was not the reason we lost this game. And for everybody to start jumping on him like I'm seeing on social media, you know who you are, trolls, is absurd. It's absolutely absurd. It's asinine. You're just showing your ass here and showing that you don't actually watch the games. You just scoreboard watch. And you're like, oh, the Dolphins got killed. Tua must have sucked. Like, no. You just don't know what you're watching. Rushing game. Mike McDaniel, what are we doing, man? You were averaging 7.5 yards a carry. Devon Achane is one of the most electric players in football. I'll say it. 8 carries, 101 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He should be getting the most touches as a running back. He needs to outpace Raheem Mostert every single week. Mostert with a couple of killer fumbles. Not great. You cannot give away possessions to the Bills, especially when their offense was rolling the way they were rolling. Speaking of the Dolphins' defense, hey, Vic, here's a comical idea for you. Maybe don't cover Stephon Diggs with second-year undrafted free agent Cater Kohu. Yeah, Cater's been really good. As an undrafted free agent, he has been very good. We pay Xavier Howard a shit ton of money. Maybe he should go cover Stephon Diggs, and then if Gabriel Davis beats you, fine. But there's absolutely no reason Cater Kohu should be following fucking Stephon Diggs all day and getting absolutely cooked. I felt bad for the kid. Doesn't help that he was getting some bullshit pass interference call. The one on him, he didn't even touch Diggs. They were hand fighting. But since he didn't get his head around, they're like, oh yeah, that's a flag. God damn, if I have to watch Josh Allen look at the referees and he barely got his helmet touched and he threw his head back like he took a punch from fucking Mike Tyson. That was ridiculous, Josh Allen. Grow up, you pussy. God damn it, I hate the Bills. I hate the Buffalo Bills. They kicked our ass this week. Straight up, kicked our ass this week. But guess what never happened in the NFL history in Week 4? No one's ever won a Super Bowl. And other than the Chicago Bears this year, no one's ever been eliminated from the playoffs in Week 4. No, I'm not happy. It was an ugly game. It was hard to watch, especially once they started going and we stopped going. We didn't win the turnover battle. We didn't keep Tua upright. We did not contain Josh Allen. We got fucking cute. And we definitely didn't run the damn ball. All 5 of my keys to a Dolphins victory Did not happen. If we run the ball more than 19 times, this game is a lot closer at the end. Instead, we were just convinced, all right, we got to throw on him. No, man, no. Run the ball. The running game was working so well again today, and we just abandoned it. I don't understand it. We abandoned it against the Chargers, and we got fortunate enough to come out of that one with a victory. But last week, we had 350 rushing yards against an NFL defense. This week, 142 on 19 carries, 7.5 yards a fucking carry. Guys, that's crazy. And we just didn't do it nearly enough. I mean, unbelievable. Super disappointed in the defense and just the game as a whole, man. I mean, Raheem Mostert struggled today. It was hard to watch him play. Our linebackers couldn't stop anything. Defense just couldn't do anything. Could not do anything defensively. Andrew Van Ginkel is showing to be one of the best defensive players on this team with 3 TFLs and 2 sacks and 2 quarterback hits. I mean, he was all over the field. But other than him, defense was embarrassing. It was a rough one, man. It was a rough one to watch. But you know what? Again, it's okay. We're going to move on from this. We're going to bounce back. Next 2 games are both at home. We've played 3 of our 4 road games. We played 3 of our 4 games have been on the road at the Chargers, Patriots, and Bills. And if you go back to May when the schedule was released, I released our schedule release and instant predictions. And I said 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. I picked the Bills to beat us in this game. It's in Buffalo. It's a divisional opponent. This is a hard game to win. Divisional games are tough, and the Bills came out and they had a great game plan offensively. And I'm sorry, if you expect the offense to score 50 points every single week, you're going to be disappointed most weeks. I'm sorry. You just are. Cannot give up 48 points and expect to win. So defense needs to tighten this shit up. You know, Jalen Phillips and Deshaun Elliott not being out there does not change this game by 28 points. It just doesn't. They just flat out beat us. Offensive line woes. Connor Williams, desperately need him. I do not want to watch Liam Eichenberg play. He negated a touchdown by just drifting down the field. Where are you going, Liam? Where are you going? He has shown so many times to not be an NFL offensive lineman. So many times we have seen that he cannot do this job. And we're just going to keep trotting him out there. Get an actual fucking center to back up Connor Williams, please. And then go ahead and go pay Connor Williams. Oh, and on the topic of paying people, Christian Wilkins, where were you at today, pal? Didn't see a whole lot from you. And you want to set a market for defensive tackles? Don't think so. I've said this several times this year. Where is Christian Wilkins at? Our run defense has been atrocious this year. And it's the same defensive line last year that didn't get gashed. Last year we got passed on a lot because we kept running cover 0 and just getting cooked. This year we're getting destroyed on the ground. Absolutely destroyed on the ground. Frustrated. Very, very frustrating. I'm going to sulk tonight. And tomorrow morning we start Giants week. And we got the New York Giants at home and we have the Carolina Panthers at home. 2 games we need to win. We need to be 5-1 after our first 6. If we come out and play like we did today, we're going to be 3-3. If we play like we did the first 3 weeks, we could very easily be 5-1. That's all I've got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this one, you sick freaks. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Fins up.